everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Katarina. It is a new month, so that means it is time for a monthly reset video. It's also a new season. It's fall. I just really do love fall. I love that the nights get dark again and I'm just such a fall person. I do enjoy summer too, but fall is just my favorite. The end of the summer, the beginning of fall specifically. So I'm really excited. I actually also filmed a fall reset video. It was a little bit more casual video than these monthly reset videos in that I did a thrift with me and some cleaning and I just talked about my mood. In these monthly resets, I do focus on goals. Today we are going to take a look into the August goals and if I hit them or if I didn't hit them. And also we are going to talk about the goals that I have for the month of September. But before that, if you are new, I do film videos about beauty and style, focusing on using what I have and trying to be a more mindful consumer. Plus, I'm on a journey to become a better version of myself. So I do film videos about personal development and these reset videos totally goes under that. So let's first talk about how the month of August went, and I got to say, it went by super quickly. August was the first time in years that I had time just for myself, because my kids started at the daycare in the beginning of August and my studies won't continue before today. So I had time to do things that bring joy to me, more than I would normally have. And the main goal for me in the month of August was to charge batteries for fall, because now that my studies will continue, I really need to study quite a bit. I totally feel as relaxed and as rested as I possibly can considering the circumstances. I feel the month of August was great, but it's time to move on. Because also I feel, for me personally, I cannot be without actually doing anything, working on something for too long, because then I kinda will lose focus and it feels that my life is not going forward. But I did set some actual goals for myself for the month of August. I do write them down to my planner. This is a new planner that I got in summer. This is an 18-month planner, which is great because my studies will end in December of 2025. So first, personal goals. I wrote here 2 to 3 YouTube videos a week, but already in my monthly reset video I said it's going to be 2 videos a week because I knew that I couldn't realistically keep up with 3 videos a week in September once my studies continue. And I actually posted 2 videos every week. I think this is the first time in years that I have been able to post 2 YouTube videos a week consistently throughout the entire month. And I do notice it affects positively my channel, so it's totally a good thing to be consistent with the videos. So I hope I can keep up with 2 videos as long as possible. At some point it might be not doable when my studies are kind of like at the critical point. So when I will start working on my thesis, especially if I am on my internship at the same time. But for now, I will try to keep up with 2 YouTube videos a week. But then, a couple of goals that I didn't hit. Fill a baby book every day and clean phone gallery every day. You know, things like this are kind of like minor goals for me, and when I feel that there are too many things on my to-do list, something like this is kind of easy for me to forget and not to do. And also I think it's maybe too much for me to try to work on both of these things at once. So in future I think I first want to focus on the baby books, because I really don't want to forget like when my kids started walking and so on, because I'm so behind with both of the baby books. So in future I want to first focus on the baby books and then the phone gallery can wait for a while. Okay, then there are health goals. And in August I really wanted to start taking better care of my body, because I have been neglecting my own well-being for the past few years. I stopped working out at the gym when I got pregnant with my daughter and I never got back to it. And while I have been walking with my dog, I do walk my kids to the daycare typically. I do walk to the park with them or to a playground. My lifestyle has not been nearly as active as it was before kids, and I do notice also that I don't feel as good in my body. And I actually did film a video about my fitness goals and getting back to working out and all of that, so I will link that video down below. Also, I decided that in these monthly reset videos I'm not going to talk about my weight and that kind of things that much. At least I'm not going to talk about numbers. So a really body image specific talk I will leave to those videos. So I set myself a goal to start going to workout classes twice a week. And in the video starting my fitness journey again, I said that I actually changed my mind about this and I want to start going to gym instead. Now I actually went once to Pilates because it was a free visit the first time you went, but there's a couple of issues for me with going to workout classes. Basically the workout classes are not in our town, so I need to drive about 20-25 kilometers, something like that, to the nearest gym that offers the classes. It's also more expensive, like the membership to that gym, and of course then I need to pay for the gas. And one big issue with the workout classes is that they're always in the late afternoon or early evening, and that is the time when my kids are home from the daycare, and I don't necessarily want to be away at least a couple of times a week during that time. So I decided not to go to the workout classes and start going to gym, because here in our town we actually do have a couple of options for gym where you can just go lift weights. That is just so much more convenient option for me right now, because those gyms are about 5-minute walk away from our home. Also it is more flexible with the schedules. I can go throughout the day, I can go really early in the morning, I can go later in the evening. And one factor is that I just simply enjoy working out alone. And the workout classes were simply meant to get me back into the habit of working out. So I didn't go to workout classes except once. Instead I started going back to gym. I have also gone cycling a couple of times and I have gone to gym a few times and I do feel really good about it. So yeah, that's where I'm currently with the workouts. But then another goal that I set was to hit 10,000 steps every day. And most days I hit it. There's probably a couple of days when I didn't, but most days I do hit around 15,000, sometimes even more than that steps a day. So, you know, I think it's okay if I didn't hit it absolutely every day, because most days we are way over. Then one goal was to do a no potato chips month, and well, I got them once because my husband brought them to home, but I didn't buy them myself. I guess that's a good thing, but it wasn't a total success. But at least I got the habit of eating these for a meal and then skipping actual meals, because that's what I really was doing in the past. And this was the only dietary goal that I had set for myself for the month of August, because I didn't want to start with too much goals and I didn't want to set myself up to a failure. But I already now notice, since I have getting back to working out, that I actually want to eat healthier, because that will boost my workout results. So I said it in my starting my fitness journey again video, that for me it is easier to first get into the workout and then start making changes to my diet, and I can already notice that that is kind of happening. And then the last health goal that I set for the month of August was to a no scale month, and for me this means that I will only weigh myself the first day of the month but not in the middle of the month, because I had gotten into a habit of weighing myself every day, and that is not really useful at all. Not only will that keep me kind of like mentally in not a really good place when I'm constantly thinking about my weight, but also that doesn't really tell that much. I mean, your hormones, how much you drink water, all of that can affect what the scale shows. So this was a great thing to do. I didn't weigh myself throughout the month. I did weigh myself now in the first day of September, and I got to say the weight went up a little bit. I would like to see it go down. I'm not going to talk about specific numbers in these videos, but I'm not surprised that I gained a little bit of weight, because I noticed already that now that I am moving my body more, that I need to also eat more. Because in the past my diet was really inconsistent and I would skip meals and I might be like during the day like 8 hours without eating, and then I noticed that I'm feeling dizzy and then I end up eating some trash. So that kind of eating behavior just doesn't work out if I move my body. So now my diet is already more consistent. I remember to eat throughout the day. and I feel now I want to start paying attention to what kind of food I actually eat. Okay, then there is work goals in my planner, and here it just says summer leave, summer break, because August was a month that I didn't have any studies, any work or anything like that to worry about. And then in the planner there is a whole spot for financial goals, but I decided to put here home goals instead. Maybe at some point I will start to do financial goals, but yeah, now I felt that home goals is more relevant because I really wanted to get our downstairs cleaned, and I was able to do that. Actually, in my fall reset video I did show you a little bit of the cleaning of the fireplace room, because that is where our home office is and it needs to be clean so that we can study without getting distracted about the mess. So that room is now clean and tidy, and it's so good because previously I have been studying in our bedroom and that just is not the best place. And then one goal was to sort through the children's thrift store stuff. We did have some IKEA packs full of stuff that needs to be taken to a thrift store, some to a regular one, so homeware, adults clothing, and then kids specific items, so toys, kids clothing, because tomorrow I will actually take my kids stuff to a thrift store, so I was able to sort those out. Okay, but that is everything really about the month of August. It was a great month, it went by really quickly. I feel that I am now rested and prepared for fall, so let's get into the month of September and my goals. So again, I'm going to read the goals from my notebook, but I want to mention this one has a specific goal for each month. So the goal for the month of September says, make each day your masterpiece. That really reminds me of Titanic when Jack is telling to make each day count. I mean, I don't know if all of my days are going to be a masterpiece, but at least I want to get something done. Anyways, my studies will continue today. We will have in a little bit less than an hour a meeting in Teams to prepare us for this upcoming year. At this point of my studies, all of my studies are online and I can study from home. So this year I do have still a few courses that I need to do, and then at some point of the year I'm going to do an internship. Who knows if I find a place and will start already in fall. That is totally possible, but at least I need to start in the beginning of next year. And then also I will need to start working on my thesis, but that's not something that I want to worry about before finding a place to do an internship in and finishing some of these studies that I'm going to do now in fall. So I will probably start paying more attention to that in the beginning of next year. But yeah, studying is the main goal for me in the month of September, but of course it cannot be only studying, so I want there to be balance between family, between my studies, between hobbies and all of that. So let's actually talk about my goals. Personal goals. My goal is to keep posting 2 YouTube videos a week. So I will try to have on Monday either a beauty or style video, and then on Friday style or personal development video. In August it was Monday beauty, Friday style or personal development. But I notice all the time that I just don't care to talk about only makeup that much anymore. But I think for the month of September I might have a beauty video for every Monday. I will try, because I know still at this point the majority of my subscribers want to see beauty content, so because of that I don't want to kind of like leave that content completely out, but I do want to be kind of selective with the type of beauty content that I do. But yeah, 2 YouTube videos a week is my goal. Then in summer I have been doing the Mince Game challenge. In that challenge the goal is to declutter on day 1 item, on day 2 2 items, and so on until you reach 30 items on day 30. So by the end of the month you would have decluttered like, I don't know, 500 or something like that items. So I have been doing that throughout the summer whenever I have had time to do it. It has not been every day, but I really want to finish that challenge in September, and also I do want to do a video about it. And then one goal is to fix my sleeping schedule. I talked about this in my fall reset video, that in summer I don't typically sleep too well because we do have really light nights, so it doesn't get properly dark, and that affects the way I sleep. And although now we do get dark nights again, I do still notice that I do go to bed a little bit too late. I do scroll my phone a little bit too late. So I want to try to fix that. Now, ideally, I probably wouldn't use my computer or my phone at all in the evening, but if I want to have this YouTube hobby, it is not realistic for me to not to edit a video after 9 o'clock, for example, because oftentimes the evening when the kids are already at the bed, that is the time when I have to edit a video, post a video, things like that. However, I have set myself a goal now that I want to go to bed 10 p.m. So after that, no scrolling or nothing, not even editing a video. And I would like to wake up between 5 and 6. Something that I have not been doing in August, but I want to start doing is to get ready in the morning before I take my kids to the daycare. Typically, I have taken them to the daycare and after that changed to nicer clothes and done my makeup, but now I want to do all of that before, so that once I come home I can start studying right away. Unless I'm filming a video that day, on that case it's okay if I do my makeup after taking them to daycare. So those were the personal goals. Let's move on to the health goals. My goal is to go to gym twice a week and to cycling once a week. After September, I might change to going to gym 3 times a week and not cycle anymore, because at that point it typically gets a little bit colder. But I really do love nature now in early fall, so because of that I still want to go to cycling, and that is going to count for me as a workout. Then I do want to walk 10,000 steps a day. This is not really that difficult unless it is a really heavy rain day, or then sometimes on weekends it might be a little bit more difficult, because walking my kids to daycare and back is about 5,000 steps, and if I don't do that, of course I need to walk otherwise. So go to park, go to long walk with the dog. September I want to be a complete no treats month. So no potato chips, that was my goal in August, but also no candy, no ice cream, no nothing, at least no nothing kind of like ready that you can buy from store. Maybe if I bake something, which I doubt, I'm not really a baker, maybe if my husband bakes something, he sometimes does. If he bakes something, maybe that I can take. But yeah, as I said, I do want to now pay more attention into what I actually eat to get better results from the workout. And as I said, my weight went up a little bit in the month of August, and while I think part of that was the fact that I just need to eat more because I move my body more, I think also I need to pay attention into what kind of food I eat. I think in October I'm going to set some sort of a goal about the actual meals, because I know there are also some tweaks that I will need to do. Like, for example, I do eat too much convenience foods, and that's something that I will need to pay attention to. But I think first what I want to do, and what is more easy to do, is to just leave all of these traits out. And another aspect to this is that in the past I have had a habit of snacking, either candy, salty snacks or things like that, while I have been studying. And now that my studies continue, I do not want to get to this habit. So yeah, that is my goal for this month. I don't want to be without any treats for the rest of my life, but now I think it is necessary for me to leave those out for a while. In future, I want to have them to be treats. Something that I may eat in the weekend if my husband and I are watching for a movie, for example. Things like that. But I don't want them to be this casual thing that I do on every day or while I'm studying. But then I wanted to have a couple of more positive dietary goals, so not forbidding myself to do something. So a goal is to remember to take my vitamins every day. And guess what? Today I forgot, so I need to take them after I stop filming this video. I do take B12 because I'm vegetarian, but I don't take it every day. Also, some days I take vitamin D, and then also currently I take iron and biotin because, you know, after pregnancy my whatever blood iron was really low, and then also I dealt with like postpartum hair loss. So those are now after pregnancy, but I don't think I'm going to take those for the rest of my life. But yeah, remember to take vitamins is a goal, and then another goal, drink enough water. Typically, I do remember to drink enough water, but sometimes I notice that it has been hours that I have not drank any water, so this is something I want to pay attention to. I know those really large water bottles are super trending right now, and I have thought about getting one of those, but I don't really want to have my water be in a plastic bottle for the entire day. Like, is it going to stay tasting good and fresh the entire day? That's what I am concerned of. But I try to drink a glass of water each hour. Sometimes I'm not able to do it, but I'm trying my best, because that way for sure I will get enough water throughout the entire day. Okay, 10 work goals. Well, for me it is school goals, but I do have 2 courses that I want to be working on now in September. Another one is about payroll administration, and that one will actually start today, and I want to start working on it. Not necessarily today, but tomorrow, and I really want to focus on it for the next couple of weeks. And then the another course is about corporate taxing. That will start in a couple of weeks. I first thought it's going to start today, but it's not. That course about corporate taxing is quite large, so it's going to take a lot of work. So because of that, I hope I can get a strong start with the other course. Hi, it's Editing Katarina here. So in the opening info, the teachers were advertising a small course that is about identifying your skills, and also in that course you do a LinkedIn profile. So I decided to take that course also. That is kind of extra, but that is a fun course to get myself to that right studying mood now in the beginning of fall. So my goal is to finish that course now in September. And so yeah, those are the courses that I will be working on in September. And then also a last goal, and a really important one, is for me to start thinking about my internship. I have mentioned it a couple of times already in this video. I will need to do an internship this year for 5 months in total. I wish I could do it in all one place. It is also possible to do 2 months in one place and 3 months in another. I think it's also possible for me to, because I have been working in retail, it's possible for me to use my work experience as one internship for 2 months, but I don't necessarily want to do that unless I have to. But yeah, I totally do want to now keep my eyes open for interesting places and maybe apply for some. And then again, I took the financial goals out, but I did write here other goals. So these are just some random goals. So those baby books that are behind, I want to catch up with my daughter's baby book now in September. Then I have written here a goal of like cleaning days. So I have selected one room for each day that I'm going to do a quick clean of, because now I don't necessarily have time to do deep cleansing that much. So that way I'm able to keep the home kind of like tidy and not neglect any room. And if it means only 15 minutes of cleaning one room, that is still better than nothing. So Monday is bathroom and toilets. Tuesday is downstairs, so that means our entrance room, utility room and fireplace room. Wednesday is kitchen, Tuesday is living room, Friday is my daughter's room, and Saturday is my son's room, and Sunday is our bedroom. And then the last kind of like goal that I have here is the children's thrift store that will start actually tomorrow. So I have priced all of those things now. I will still need to put the tax on. So I will take the items to the thrift store, and a couple of times a week I will need to also go cleaning there. I thought if I would set a goal for myself, like how much I want to earn. The table is going to be for a couple of months. So I think after the rent, I think a realistic goal, what I would like to at least earn from that table, would be probably 300 euros. Previously I have sometimes gotten even more, like last year I had a table for 2 weeks in September, and I think it was over 500 euros that I got. But 300 euros is totally something that I am happy with. But yeah, that is really everything about the goals. On the focus on, I have just written that I want to get my studies probably started, and I want to start applying for a place to do my internship in. In the important days, I do have today, September 2nd, the school will continue and there will be the opening info for the year. September 18th is my husband's birthday. He is going to turn 37 years. And actually that day, my husband and I are going on date to watch the Lord of the Rings theater. It is a really big thing here in Finland right now. They have been working on it for years, I believe, and I'm so excited. I bought our tickets yesterday. Then September 19th is a photo shoot at the daycare, and then September 3rd to 17th there will be the kids thrift store table. But yeah, that is really my September goals. It's going to be focusing on my studies. That is the most important thing, but I want to keep up with working out and also uploading 2 videos a week. That is really everything for today. I'm going to get myself some lunch before the opening info of the new school year. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye bye.